is Dr. Randy Ayers with, we gotta start that again, guys. Ready, set, and... Hi, this is Dr. Randy Ayers with Flow Holistic Center. I'd like to welcome you. And today I'd like to talk about magnesium. Now, magnesium is really important. It's in all the biochemical reactions in your body. It's responsible to keep you healthy and happy and vital. And it's in your bones, in your muscles, in your nerves. And it's really important for you to maintain a good mood and a good outlook in life. And what we're going to do right now is talk about some of the ways that your magnesium levels can drop down too low, some of the things that cause that to happen. And then we'll talk about some of the signs and symptoms that you get in the event that your levels do go down too low. Lastly, we'll talk about some of the food sources that you can incorporate into your diet to make sure that you have plenty of magnesium. And then we'll talk about supplementation and exactly about how much you should take and shouldn't take. So let's do that now. Now, magnesium, again, is abundant in your body. It's really important. You don't get to live if you don't have enough. So some of the things that can drive it down include stress and diuretics. Now, diuretic is something that makes you urinate. It makes you pee more. And that includes stuff like caffeine and alcohol and diuretic medications as well. Things like blood pressure medications that make you pee to help keep your blood pressure down. And those are medications like hydrochlorothiazide or Lasix. So all of those, again, caffeine and alcohol and medications like hydrochlorothiazide, blood pressure medication, or Lasix, and also proton pump inhibitors to treat things like GERD, which is esophageal reflux, or commonly known as heartburn. So that medication, a proton pump inhibitor, something like Nexium or Prilosec, those can also cause your magnesium levels to drop down too low. In the event that your levels do drop too low, and one more thing, really important, carbohydrates or sugar. Yeah, sorry about that, but high sugar intake leads to low magnesium. So got to back off on the sugar to make sure that you maintain good magnesium levels. And some of the symptoms that you can get in the event that your magnesium levels do drop down too low include things like depression and anxiety and vasoconstriction. Now, what the heck is that? Well, vasoconstriction, that's where your blood vessels constrict, and that can make your blood pressure go up. So magnesium, by its ability to stop vasoconstriction, actually functions as a blood pressure medication, lowers your blood pressure down. So that vasoconstriction leads to high blood pressure. And also, you can get muscle spasms, migraine, headaches, decreased bone mineral density. Your bones can actually become weaker. About 50% of the magnesium in your body is actually in your bones. So it's really important to have enough so that you don't get osteoporotic. So in the worst case, bone-wise, osteoporosis. So obviously, you got to have enough magnesium so you don't get these things. Now, a lot of people will go to their doctor complaining of this stuff, and then they'll get a medical treatment for that. And obviously, if the problem is a magnesium issue, a medication really isn't going to be the solution for them. And often the medications that we use as physicians to help our patients when they complain of these things exacerbate the problems because they drive the magnesium levels down. So, for example, somebody has high blood pressure. They go into their doctor. The doctor gives them a medication like hydrochlorothiazide, which is a diuretic, and they pee out their magnesium, which causes more vasoconstriction and exacerbates their high blood pressure problem. So it's really important to address the underlying problem, meaning the magnesium, if indeed the magnesium is the issue to start with. So with that in mind, it's really important to maintain good levels of magnesium in your diet. And there are some great dietary sources of magnesium, including grains. Now, with grain, what you want to do is get a whole wheat, which really hasn't been bleached. The bleaching process that turns the wheat into a white flour takes out most of the magnesium content, probably down by like 70–80% or so. So you want to get wheat that hasn't really been processed very much and include that into your diet instead of the white flour wheat. So you want to include a lot of grains though, and greens. Now greens, that's the stuff you put in your salad, and some of the greens that have a lot of magnesium include kale, and that was kale and also spinach. So I recommend including those in your diet in large amounts. And nuts like cashews and almonds, those are both really high in magnesium. Fish like salmon and halibut. Either one of those is a really good source of magnesium. And then seeds also. Seeds would be, things like sesame seeds, and then also what you can do, in addition to great dietary sources of magnesium to incorporate in the diet, you can take a supplement. Now, in the event that you take a supplement, it's really important that you not take too much. If you get too much of a dietary supplement, you can develop some diarrhea. And if you get that, you need to talk to your doctor about it and back off on the magnesium for sure. And when you reintroduce the magnesium into your diet as a supplement, in that case, you want to observe for diarrhea. And if you get it again, you got to back off on the dose, lower the dose down, and talk to your doctor, obviously, at that point. So if you are going to supplement magnesium, you want to limit yourself to 350 milligrams. That's our recommended maximal dose that we observe that there's no toxicity associated with it. And so this is sort of our upper limit where there are no toxic effects that we see. Commonly we dose it at higher levels than that, but I would recommend that you only exceed a 350 milligram dose under the supervision of your physician. And in the event that you decide to take a supplement and you have any sort of medical condition, God, I caution you very much against that without checking with your doctor. So there are some medical conditions where this can be contraindicated, problems with the heart or problems with the kidneys, and got to check with your doctor if you're taking any medications currently, and make sure that the magnesium isn't going to cause any problems or exacerbations associated with those medical conditions. So that's my little disclaimer. So talk to your doctor if you're going to exceed 350 milligrams, or if you have any sort of heart disorder or you have a kidney disorder. Otherwise, it should be safe for pretty much everybody to take a supplement in the range up to about 350 milligrams. So in a combination of dietary sources plus supplement, you should be able to maintain really good magnesium levels and hopefully ameliorate a lot of those signs and symptoms if you are experiencing them, and or prevent those signs and symptoms from ever occurring in the first place. So again, this is Dr. Randy Ayers. I appreciate your time, and we will talk to you next time. And make sure you get plenty of magnesium. I recommend it really from the diet, most importantly, more so than the supplements. But supplements good if you're not able to get adequate amounts from your diet. But dietary sources, the best, of course, because you not only get the magnesium from these things, you get a lot of other micronutrients, vitamins and minerals that will keep you really healthy and happy for a long time. So that's it. Dr. Randy Ayers, Flow Holistic Center. See you next time.